Hello everyone, welcome back to our Let's Play of Carrier Command 2. So, we just continued on here. Basically, I've just cut out a lot of the travel time and we're just moving on to the next island, which is pretty much in front of us, and we are going to do the usual, launch air, identify units, bomb them back to the Stone Age, the usual kind of stuff, and there goes our Albatross. As you can see, this island up ahead is very snowy, and if you look, yeah, the command station, or wherever, that place where we need to deploy our bots is, it's on a small little island just to the south of the main island, which is kind of funny. Anyway, let's take a look here. Yep, Fulcrum, that's where we're going. Do a gun run, please. Let's turn here. Make sure we don't hit any land. We got some land, kind of a shallow area. Yep, right up ahead of us. We do not want to run this thing aground. Okay, like I said before, alright. I'm the captain now. Yes. I'm also like the Grand High, stupid, wizard, whatever, supreme idiot, whatever, something of this navy. That's why I'm here, of course, to do stupid stuff and, pretend like I know what I'm talking about. There we go, we took care of that. Now the game has received a number of updates lately. They're kind of churning these things out fast, so I'm not really making videos covering every single little change and fix that the developers make on this. So by the time this actually comes out, a bunch of updates will undoubtedly have already transpired. So it may or may not, of course, this may not be a reflection of current gameplay anyway. And as always, in case anyone is kind of curious, this is completely stock vanilla. I do not have any mods on this game yet. Although if I did, I'd probably download like QuantX's UI enhancement mod, which just makes things a little bit nicer and easier to kind of keep track of everything and where things are going and all that. Anyway, but that's up in the air. I haven't made a decision on it yet. So, missile away. And of course, last time I realized, like, oh yeah, they've changed it so dumb bombs are affected by wind. And apparently this missile is too. I don't know what the heck it was aiming for. Because it doesn't appear to have hit anything. Yeah, it hit around those buildings, but alright. Let's give it another shot. Indeed, they've made a number of changes, so like you need to be at lower altitudes for the bombs to be more accurate. Emphasis on the more accurate there. So yeah, bombs, they're not like laser guided bombs. Also, I didn't realize how to use TV guided missiles. Like they're the guided missile option when you have a target painted with another camera. So yeah, I suppose that's what I always wondered what that was. Like, what's the difference between a carrier cruise missile versus a guided missile? It's like, well, guided missiles are from other platforms, like TV guided missiles. I've also learned a bit more about the power management system, what the different colors mean, and I mean, I knew previously, like, if you turn off certain systems, then you get more power to other, that gives you more of a reserve of power to go to other systems, like, propulsion or whatever, so. Again, in many ways, I'm learning this game as much as anyone else. There we go, he shot his missile. Let's see if it actually hits. The missiles in this game, they follow kind of a strange trajectory, to be honest. I don't know. It's like, it starts out relatively flat, then it arcs down really quickly at the end of when it's about to impact its target. Yeah, it's like it quickly falls out of the sky. Well, it looks like that one actually did some damage there. Well, let's get another Razor Bill up here and rain down some missile-y death upon our hapless drone foes. Again, I wonder if that's sort of a stylistic choice in this game, that everything you're doing, you're fighting with, you're controlling drones, you're destroying drones, enemy drones, and so as far as I can tell, there's no people living here. Like, we see buildings and stuff, but presumably all of this infrastructure that's built up on this island is automated. So, yeah, makes me wonder. Also, it's awfully convenient here. Whoa, yeah, there we go. Yeah. It's awfully convenient that all of the enemies that we've tagged on this island have conveniently moved to one side, so I can just, fire the carrier gun or whatever. Or like one gun run, or takes out several. Alright, there's one. That's a nice target for the gun. Quickly before it shoots down that Razor Bill. Alright, there we go. I need to start using bombs and guided missiles more often, things like that, because the carrier weaponry is very expensive. So, need to make better use of bombs and things like that. Alright, let's start getting our surface units deployed. I'm only going to send our virus bot guy with one escort, because there's nothing else on that little island there, so they can just run up there, deploy virus bots, and then get the heck home. Alright, I think that just might about do it for this island. Yeah, real simple one. Of course, it was just a one shield island. Can't expect too much resistance from these ones. These one shield islands. He's got 11% ammo left. Alright, what I'm going to do is, since we're a little ways away, I'm going to move the carrier closer to the command center there, so that way they can just, drop the virus bots off and quickly turn and haul butt to the carrier. that will do it, I think. Just expedite the capture process, as it were. Well, we're about halfway through this video anyway. It's a pretty short one here. When we start getting onto like the 3 shield islands and stuff, then it gets more fun, yeah. So, from what I gather basically is that like 2 shield islands usually have an airfield of some sort. So you gotta watch out, take out those enemy aircraft before you can start putting more opposition onto the island. And 3 shield islands also have introduced like turrets and maybe some basic anti-air units, things like that. That's more around like 4 shield, yeah. And of course 2 and 3 shield islands also have a stronger a complement of surface vessels, you know, corvettes and destroyers. I don't know, maybe there are no destroyers. I don't know. Again, nothing in this game is terribly specified. I know the needle fish or whatever they're called, those are oh, hey, look at that, one more enemy down there. Well, it's a seal with a gun. I think that, let's check, make sure. Is he truly the last? Okay, well, we'll get rid of him. But yeah, I think the needle fish or whatever is a corvette. The swordfish or what have you, that's either, it might be a frigate, but it might be a destroyer as well, I don't know. I haven't really seen any of the enemy surface vessels up close, and obviously there's the enemy carrier. Alright, got him. Alright, then we'll just pull up here. Let's turn to starboard, come right. And they'll just we'll just face our aft end toward the island. Then when they could just drive right on. Simple. Alright, there we go. That'll do it. Alright, rudder midships. Secure the engines. It's all good. Alright, Fulcrum. I'd say you're pretty well secured. We're just wrapping up now. You can come home, Albatross. And you can come home too. Oh, I just heard the virus bots deploy there. Let's see how good you are at navigating your way through some trees. They're not bad, honestly. They're just kind of slow. Although I've heard it's actually, the developers have changed this since, you know, I recorded this video. So I heard their navigation around trees and objects like that has gotten even better. Again, for everyone, like, you know, in case you're kind of complaining out there, it's like, seriously. When I say the pathfinding in this game is good, what I mean is it's pretty good. I'm not saying it's perfect. It has its flaws, and I do think it needs to be polished up a bit more. So I'm not saying like, oh my god, it's the greatest pathfinding ever. No, but relatively speaking, okay? So the operative word there being relative. I've played some games, like Arma 3, where the pathfinding is absolutely atrocious. Like, the vehicles, if this were Arma 3, this vehicle would not be able to move through any kind of forested or wooded area, or even around a tree for that matter. They would just like hit a tree, back up, go forward, hit the tree again, back up, go forward, hit it again, back up, go forward, and the cycle would continue. Bam, bam, bam. It's like, you ever heard of a J turn or a 3-point turn, or, you know, back up, turn the wheel, go forward, then, go around the tree or something. Yeah. Arma AI cannot do that. This AI, thankfully, can. It realizes what an obstacle is most of the time. So, yeah. So again, just to drive the point home, I'm not saying the AI is perfect, but it's a damn sight better than games like Arma 3. I'm telling you right now. That was painful. Of course, I guess thankfully the AI in this game doesn't really have any roads to follow. Where we're going, we don't need roads. There we go, captured it, Fulcrum. Let's see what we got. Turrets. We have a flare launcher, yeah, whoop-de-doo. Alright, let's see where we're gonna go next. Thankfully the devs have also put the names here on the logistics map. And it shows you what you're gonna get if you hover your mouse over them. So that'll give me AA missiles and noisemakers, 20mm ammo. Manta. Ooh, I want mantas. I do want me some mantas. So we might be headed north next. Let's see, Stavros, Vulcan. Yeah, we might be headed to Cerebus or Odrasir next. I don't know. 2 shield islands. Give us some resistance. Yeah, Stavros and Vulcan are 3 shields, so... Meh. Ooh, Evergreen there. Yikes. Thermopylae? That didn't end well for the Spartans there, if I recall. Endymion? Was it William Blake that wrote Endymion? Or is that John Keats? I can't recall. Anyway. So, yeah, let's, I'm thinking we head north. I would like some mantas. Then again, a barge would be nice, too. Ooh, new transmission.
Commander Gage, I'm sure this is unnecessary, but I've been asked to impress upon you the importance of your mission on Telos. I know your past, and I also know you were given a bum steer, so I'm confident you won't be taking your duties lightly, even though you're no longer a UEC officer. However, there are some details you may not be aware of that may add some urgency to your task. Stanza's guerrilla war surge against us has... well, it's not going well. Since the Third Empire, our combat forces had atrophied more than we had ever admitted. We didn't take the threat from Stanza seriously enough. Localized terrorist actions, sure, but a global, coordinated effort to bring down our entire governance structure. Even their first incursion on Telos was only about ransom money. But in the shadows, they'd built an incredibly effective network here that has a genuine chance of destabilizing the UEC's peace. We're at a flashpoint, Commander. We're now fighting hundreds of battles across dozens of nations simultaneously. We're stretched so thin, and our resources are dwindling so fast. There's a time delay for shipments from Telos, but when the interruption from this latest incursion hits us, we're going to have some dark days. And if Stanza does succeed there and cuts off our resources permanently, I don't want to be alarmist, Commander, but all could be lost. No pressure.
Okay, let me pause it here for just a second. So, let me get this straight, because the story is kind of an afterthought, in case you haven't noticed in this game. Alright, so, he said something about the Third Empire, like, what is this, the Third Reich or something? Or, I don't know. Anyway, so, they mentioned they're fighting all these battles across all these nations back on Earth, so presumably there's some massive war, like a global war or something, raging on Earth right now. And they're banking on Telos, the planet we're on right now, as a major resource producer or whatever, So we're assuming that most of the stuff on Telos, again, because these are all drones as far as we know, all the manufacturing and the resources and all that, and the resource extraction and so on and whatnot on this planet of Telos is automated. So they sent us down here to secure this planet from the evil terrorist organization Stanza, which of course they underestimated. Big surprise there. Yep. The terrorist Stan's organization is far more coordinated than they initially anticipated. So, yeah. They're basically undermining our government and yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. So, okay, so we're obviously not on the front lines here, so to speak, at least not on Earth. We're fighting a battle on what is essentially a backwater, but it's resource rich, so it's the scramble for Africa here on Telos to secure these resources. Alrighty. I'm just trying to put the narrative in my head here. Okay, one thing he mentions is kind of strange here. So he mentions, okay, knowing your history, Commander Gage. Okay, so presumably we're an 05 or whatever. We're a commander. Okay, we're not a captain, not a lieutenant commander. We're a commander. So we have some experience, presumably some naval experience. But yet he also says that we're no longer an officer in the UEC. Or the Navy or whatever. I think the United Earth Coalition is what it was called, the UEC. So we're no longer an officer in this military. And we were given a bum steer. What the heck does that mean? And furthermore, remember in the first video when you came out of your like hyper sleep or whatever, and you clicked on that first message, right? Remember what he said?
Drazu hereby grants a full liability waiver for your actions. And the United Earth Coalition has issued an anticipatory pardon.
Yeah, something about we've been granted an anticipatory pardon? What the heck is that? Okay, I'm just speculating here. Okay, so maybe this war on Earth is going so bad that they are absolutely desperate for people who can fight, for personnel. And so they just need officers anywhere they can find them. So as far as I can tell, I don't know how it works in the future here, or in this world, but as far as I can tell, this guy, the Commander Gage, is a disgraced officer. And he's been like given the whole court-martial and I don't know, thrown in Leavenworth or something, or frozen or what have you. And he's like serving a sentence? We're controlling a convicted felon here, maybe, for all I know. They're so desperate for officers, like, well, there's this guy, he's like serving a sentence up in space in hypersleep. Okay, get him, thaw him out. Yeah, we'll brief him on the way, send him down to Telos. He's convenient, and at the very least, he's cannon fodder. But it's really important that we secure that planet, because our whole war effort depends on those resources on that planet. So, yeah, we'll, sign a piece of paper, give him a pardon in case he, destroys more, causes more damage, and makes a darn fool of himself or something. Yeah, that's convenient. Yeah, blame it all on him or something. I don't know. Yeah, oh, well, he's not an officer anymore. I don't know. Stripped of his commission or something, or what the heck is going on? So I'm not an officer in the UEC anymore, yet they send me down here to captain this ship, yet he still refers to me as commander. So what is going on here? They took away all my nice toys, and all the other officers laugh at me, they call me stupid. This is what all the other officers say. Commander Gage, you're stupid. Commander Gage, you're worthless. Commander Gage, you're fired. You're going to prison. We need someone to help us on Telos. Get Commander Gage. No, seriously, get him. No, really. Thaw him out. We'll sign a pardon, send him down there to fight Stanza, secure that planet for us, secure the archipelago, and yeah. If it all goes well, great. If not, then, well, he screwed up anyway. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, sign the papers. So, yeah, that's what I gather that has kind of happened. I don't know. Maybe more will be revealed to us in further transmissions from Captain What's-His-Face, Captain Aparo, or I don't know. Let's see here. They got some interesting names for these islands. Fear's Edge, Inferno. Half of them are Greek and Roman names or whatever. Half of them are mythological names. All right. Well, let's head north and see what we can get there. When you were still learning how to spell your name, I was being trained to conquer galaxies. Well, the board is well aware of your academic achievements, which is why we've decided to keep you on for another 50 cycles. With endless options for renewal, with endless options for renewal, with endless options for renewal. Ha 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 ha! Oh my god, I just quoted Battlefield Earth there. Yeah, that's pretty much the story. Anyway. So, yeah, I think we're going to head north. We're going to get Cerebus or Odrysir next. So, I will see you next time. Yep. Toodaloo.